Recently, Immigration New Zealand investigated top 10 agents in one of the big cities in India, and 8 out of 10 of those agents were using the fraudulent system. And one of the agents in that list was even registered. It was officially registered. So that tells me INZ knows what's going on. They cannot pretend and victimize these students who have not done anything wrong. They have paid all their dues. They have paid their fees in full for the colleges here. They are part of the workforce here in New Zealand. They are migrant workers. They pay all their taxes. They contribute to the economy in New Zealand. They contribute more than just by working here. They pay hefty college fees to study here, and what do they get at the end of it? Deportation. Most of them would have to go back to India without gaining any qualifications. We say let them stay and finish their studies. At least let them complete their courses before they go back. We demand even more than that. Treat them like all other international students in New Zealand. Give them all the facilities that other international students have here. Let them get their open work search visas, because a handful of these students have completed their courses, they've achieved their qualifications, and when they've gone to apply for the open work search visa, that's when they've been told the first visa you got was not right. Well, I would say that's a little bit too late. Stop the deportation. We demand that these students be allowed to stay here. We demand that they should not be deported. We demand the agents and the bank officials back in India who are cooking up this horrible, horrendous scheme, we demand they be investigated and stopped from doing this any further. We demand that future students who want to arrive into New Zealand to better themselves and to have better opportunities, we demand that they be advised to follow the right route and the right path. We demand that Immigration New Zealand and the New Zealand government acts sooner rather than later. Stop deporting the Indian students who are actually victims of this whole thing, and they have nothing to do with the fraudulent documents that have been submitted on their behalf without any knowledge. Solidarity to the Indian students. When student rights are under attack,
Stand up, fight back!
when student rights are under attack,
Stand up, fight back!
when human rights are under attack,
Stand up, fight back!
when migrant workers' rights are under attack.
Stand up, fight back!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Deportation no more!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Deportation no more!
5, 6, 7, 8.
Let them say it's not too late!
5, 6, 7, 8.
Let them say it's not too late!
5, 6, 7, 8.
Let them say it's not too late!
What do we want?
Fair deal!
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
They have all come through agents, private training establishments. Now, the agents
Friends,
that they have
the New Zealand government asking you to comply with all the law, okay? But what happened to the company, the multinational company called Apple, who's frauding millions of dollars of taxes and nobody make any noise? And what have these students done? Nothing whatsoever. They paid their fees, it's none of their fault, and they're going back to their country, okay? And they don't come from a privileged background. They all come from very poor background, and it's really horrendous for them to go back and face the cultural and economic hardship. So we are here to protest against the deportation of these students.
and the agents back in India,
Sorry?
bank officials back in India, and the private
As a former international student,
are to be held accountable.
I would like to say this is absolutely appalling what this government is doing to us. As an international students, we have paid them millions and millions as our tuition fee. But now they are targeting Indian students for something which is not their fault. Instead of targeting the college owners, they are targeting Indian students. This is not fair. This is not fair. All we want is justice.
Justice!
All we want is justice.
Justice!
All we want is justice. When do we want it?
Right now!
What do we want?
Right now!
When do we want it?
Right now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it? When students' rights are under attack.
Fight back!
When students' rights are under attack.
Stand up! Fight back!
When students' rights are under attack.
Stand up! Fight back!
When students' rights are under attack.
Stand up! Fight back!
Stand up.
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 Fight back!
So we have here one of the international students with us. Let's ask him, what does he feel about this decision of government?
We are now
It's
going
very
to hear
completely,
from some
like
of
I
the
can tell you, like
students,
it's
who
completely annoying. Like
are
after
facing
finishing off,
deportation.
almost at the end of the course, they have given us the deportation, and we don't know like
Okay,
what was the document
we-
the
yeah, we
agent has
have a better
attached.
plan.
Now they are
We
asking the
will
explanation.
get
That
our
too, how can we
students
give the
to
explanation
open up and
after
speak,
so long?
outside
And
and
we are not in
Dr.
India as well.
Parmar's
We are over
office.
here.
So
How can I
shortly we will
provide
be
the
back
explanation? And they are telling us to
to,
go back. How can we
the
go back like
MP's office.
without finishing our studies and all this?
Let me make it
What
clear
part of India
why
are you
we have
from?
chosen
I'm
this
from
MP.
Hyderabad.
She is in the
Did you not-
parliament to
Did you not
represent
check
our
before
Indian
applying for the
community.
visa on the
But so
website
far,
what
she hasn't
documents
come
are required
forward.
and do you meet
She
the
hasn't
requirements?
Yeah, but the agent, like he's a recognized agent over here. He's sending almost all of the students over here. Every time, whenever we go, he used to say that like these are the documents. Just need to. We have, it was completely the form was partially filled and it was ticked by pencil. Just we need to sign those things. And I was working over there, so he told me to follow the guidelines. So I followed him, and this is the thing that happened.
What do you now want from the government?
When we give our all the document, they verified and they said that your documents are okay, and they have granted us a visa after coming to New Zealand after a year, and they are giving us the deportation letter. So it is very bad for us. We can't face our parents in front of our parents. We can go and we can't face them. So it is better that we all request the immigration people and the
We don't even inform our parents. Still now, nobody knows in India. Like we are doing our studies. That's the very sad thing. Like how can we do this thing?
So at last we want to tell the immigration people and the minister of this New Zealand to grant us the visa, and we want to stay legal here.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck for your protest.
Thank
That's
you.
it. Thank you. I'm from Indian, we can review.
Alright, come on everybody, I think everybody's fine where we are. I'd just like to talk to Rosalind over here. Rosalind, the chair, come over here.
What's your name, sir?
This is your
Yeah, my name is
neighbor.
Sunny Sehgal.
Rosalind
And
lives
are you
over here in this
a
house.
previous international
Over
student?
here.
Yes, I'm a former
And she's a
international
local
student.
person here.
What do you want
and
from the
she
government now?
supports the
Well,
Indian
all we want is from the
students.
government
Give a
is
big
justice
round
for
of
these
applause.
students. This whole
She's also
everything is a scam. What happened to them? This is not their fault. They had no idea about what documents these agents have provided to immigration. Okay, they are here for more than 6 months, and now these students are getting deported. What's happening with the owners of these colleges? Nothing is happening to them. What's happening to the officials in immigration? Nothing happened to them. These are the easy targets, and what government is doing is just treating them as a scapegoat.
Are you
Because we
looking
see
at
how
the
Indian
ministry or
students
anybody
are
in
being
the high commission
exploited. We can win
take
a
care of
long
these students or
time.
do something?
We see
Well,
being
yesterday I
exploited by
read
these
somewhere that
students
Indian High
and
Commissioner
these agents
is
who
also
let
requesting the
tens of
government
thousands of
to let
dollars
these students
out
stay
here.
here. At least let them complete their studies. They have already paid this.
Can believe
colleges are not giving their fees back. So let them stay here and complete their studies.
Forestry.
For your time.
That means there are millions of dollars
Thank you very much.
on the backs of your hard work and your parents' hard work. And part of that corrupt system is the corrupt agent system as well. The person who has done this pain to you, this suffering to you, we think should be thrown in jail. So let's get ready to take to the streets. We're going to march up to the MP's office here for the National Party. The National Party like to portray themselves as friends to the Indian people of Mount Roskill. But now we see how they treat the sons and daughters of India. The police will be coming round in the middle of the night, kicking the doors in and dragging you home, stick you on an airplane and send you home in shame. Is that the actions of a government that is friends with the sons and daughters of India? Well, let's march up to this MP and show her what we feel. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let us stand, let us stand.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Deportation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Let us stand, let us stand.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Deportation no more.
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 5,
Deportation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Witness day, it's not too late.
Inqilab! 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 When student rights are under attack!
Fight back!
When student rights are under attack!
Stand up, fight back!
Stand up!
Fight back!
Stand up!
Fight back!
Stand up!
Fight back!
Stand up!
Fight back!
When workers' rights are under attack!
Stand up, fight back!
When Indian students' rights are under attack!
Stand up, fight back!
Stand up!
Fight back!
Stand up!
Fight back!
Stand up!
Fight back!
Stand up!
Fight back!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Right now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Right now! Everybody in underneath the banner. Put the signs, more signs around here.
Hey, everybody gather up as a big group.
When student rights are under attack!
Stand up, fight back!
When workers' rights are under attack!
Stand up, fight back!
When Indian rights are under attack!
Stand up, fight back!
When human rights are under attack!
Stand up, fight back!
Inqilab!
Zindabad!
Inqilab!
Zindabad!
Inqilab! Inqilab! When student rights are under attack!
Stand up, fight back!
When workers' rights are under attack!
Stand up, fight back!
When migrant rights are under attack!
Stand up, fight back!
When human rights are under attack!
Stand up, fight back!
National Party! Shame! Shame! National Party!
Shame, shame!
National Party!
Shame, shame!
National Party!
Shame,
National Party!
shame!
Parmjeet Parmar!
Shame,
Parmjeet Parmar!
shame!
Parmjeet Parmar!
Shame,
Parmjeet Parmar!
shame!
1, 2, 3, 4!
Deportation's no more!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Let them say it's not too late!
1, 2, 3, 4!
Deportation's no more!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Let them say it's not too late!
Now we're going to hear directly from some of the students who've been made victims of this whole saga. I would like to call upon Sunil to start that off, and then all the other students will tell you their own story. Here we go, Sunil.
Kayora, namaste. Hi, Remai. Welcome you all. Here, everyone, we are in. Hello, everyone. We are international students facing the deportation.
I've got students up there.
No, they'll come later on.
Study
No,
because of your
Hello. Tell them.
private property. Okay, so can you go somewhere
Yeah.
else? We'll keep it down.
Yeah.
You're fighting for student rights. What about my students' rights?
Bring them here as well.
Yeah.
But they can't hear what we're trying to teach them. Because you're too loud.
They are students as well. They can come and support.
But they still can't hear what we're saying because of yours loud.
Just explain her that everyone's life is on risk here. Okay.
Thank you for your valuable support. We are victims, not a fraud, because we trust our agencies in the Indian agencies. We concern lot of fees, thousands of dollars to invest the college fees and other stuff. But for their benefits, they created the false documents without our knowledge, without our intention. if one or two students make a mistake, it's a mistake done by a student. If more than hundreds of students make a mistake, it's a mistake done by agencies or someone else. You have to find the thing, what's going on behind the thing. And this issue note to the government from 2013, but 2013 note, the government doesn't take any action regarding this thing. But now they are coming to deport us. Why not they are taking any action about colleges and about the agencies? They are directly coming to students because we are just students. We are not doing anything else. We want the justice. We want to ask them how you are going to treat us waste or something else. We have chosen the developed countries because for the better education, for a good future, and then international exposure. Not to cheat anyone else, not by cheating by anyone else. And if government has to take any action, they have to take the action when the students are coming to here, not the students where you are in the here, and we are doing the performance well, and we are attendance and we are studies. We are not doing any wrong with the government rules and regulations. Why do you are taking the actions against us, not on the agencies and the colleges? If government are punishing us, they have to take the action against the colleges and consultant agencies without blaming us and just asking us to stop the deportation and support us. Thank you for valuable time spent for us. Thank you.
Hey, hey.
Who's the next one?
Hi, good morning everyone. Thanks for the support us. We are here to studies, not for the cheatings. It's not our fault, it's our fault the agents. So please stop the deportations because we are spending lot of money here for the good career. We are able to study well and we are not be cheated to anyone here. We are working, we are studying and we are performance well. Please check that our here students, lot of their students, but so many students not got the deportation. We only got the Indian students target, especially in Hyderabad students. So please do that, do not that again, because we are innocent guys. We are not cheaters. Thank you for us.
Hello everyone, my name is Sujat. I came here for the purpose of studying, nothing else. After studying for 8 months and 10 months, we got a notice from the immigration stating that your documents is false. We didn't know anything about the document. It has been processed by our agent. We have completely followed the instructions of the agent because the agent has sent so many students over here. So he used to say us we just need to believe him as he is sending so many candidates to New Zealand. So on that purpose only I trusted him completely, so I came on the purpose of just for the sake of studying, not to do any kind of crime or any kind of injustice things. So I would request the government to take the action on the agent, not on the students, please. Yeah. Thank you.
Next up we have Hafiz, another one of the students, he'll tell you his own story, so I won't spoil it for him.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thanks for supporting us. And the main concern is we all done. I'm done with my studies over here, and I'm not aware of the fact that the agent had some few fraudulent documents as my student visa. And the immigration came back to me saying that there is some fraudulent documents in your student visa application, so you need to be deported as soon as possible. So that's harsh, and I can't face my family going back home because they thought that our son is doing well, our brother is doing well there in New Zealand. That's created a huge pressure on my mind. So anything going to happen in future, who's going to take the responsibility? Or the New Zealand immigration can calculate the pressure on my mind right now? They can't do this. So try to understand the concern, and I want the government to intervene in this situation and help us out. When they need when the immigration is when New Zealand is lagging with their economy, they encourage those agents from India to send huge thousands of students to New Zealand, and now they are done with their. Now the what I said, the economy has been boomed up. They don't want, now they don't want the students to be here. Once, if the goes down, they again start encouraging the agents, and this is going to happen again in future as well. This is a huge problem. We need to get rid of it. Thank you.
As you all heard, it's all about money, isn't it? Nothing about people. I would say put people before profit, New Zealand government. We also have Manoj, Farooq and Sairup who would like to tell their story. So please come forward.
Hi, I thank each and everyone for supporting us. I'm studying in Royal Business College and I'm not getting support from the immigration or the college. I'm stuck by my studies in the middle. What to do, I don't know. It's like nightmare for me. I entered New Zealand with a lot of hopes and dreams. I want justice for my dreams, and I spent almost $33,000, but right now I got a deportation letter. I don't know what to do. I can't express myself. It's sorry, I can't.
Shame, 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 shame! We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! Shame, 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 shame! We want justice! We want justice!
Okay, Manoj and Farooq. We have Manoj next up.
Hi, thanks for coming everyone to here and support us. I request everyone to be thankful my heartfully to everyone. We are the students are facing very high pressure on our minds, and we can't concentrate on our education, everything. We almost send more than $25,000 to $30,000 to spend here, and my college expenses, everything. The families are supporting us, but we don't know the immigration is also not interacting with the students while the application is going on. They are asking to agents. Why don't go and answer the students directly? And I'm asking that after these much of months, why did they dig files and sending back the students of India to the students to the India back? What's the reason? What did we cross it from the immigration check where the first time we entered the country? Why did they stop us in the first entry in the port of entry? We don't know. We don't know really what to do the next position. We are in a pressure like a hill on the top of a head. We can't explain this feeling also. I requested you to please sort out this issue right now. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thanks.
Farooq, if you would like to have a few words. Okay, we'll catch up with him later, I'm sure. Moving on, we have a lot of trade unions and other socialist activists and organizations that represent migrants standing here in support and solidarity for these students who have been victimized for no fault of their own, as you've heard. Martin Luther King says, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." So those of you who are here, obviously this matters to you. That's why you're all here in support and solidarity. First up, I would like to call upon Deacon Chris Sullivan from the Catholic Church to have a few words and show solidarity and support from a religious perspective for these students who are in such a horrible condition. I wouldn't wish this upon anyone. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Kia ora tātou. My name is Deacon Chris Sullivan. I'm a deacon in the Catholic Church at St Mark's in Pakuranga. This coming week, every year in the Catholic Church we have a week of social justice. And the topic for next week, for this year, is social justice for migrants. So now is a good time for us to be here as Catholics supporting you people who are standing up for your rights as students, for your rights to be treated as decent human beings, and for the rights of workers. In this country we have many migrant workers who are terribly exploited. We've had cases of workers who are illegally paid much further below the minimum wage. We've had cases of workers on as little as $3 an hour. We've had cases of workers who are even paying for a job instead of being paid to work. These things must stop. These are an injustice. Our Catholic bishops in New Zealand have spoken strongly of their grave concern for the way that migrant workers are being treated in this country. We must build a social movement. We must unite together and make sure and apply our action until we get a country where people are treated with dignity and with justice. And it has reminded me, why are people of faith concerned about migration? And the answer, my brothers and sisters, is that in our Jewish and Christian tradition, we are migrants. Our father Abraham was a migrant from Mesopotamia to Israel. Our father Moses was a migrant who led our people out of slavery and exploitation and injustice in Israel into freedom in the promised land. The founder of my own religion, Jesus Christ himself, was a migrant, a refugee from injustice, from attempts to kill him. He spent many years in Egypt. So brothers and sisters, I stand here in solidarity with you. I thank you for coming out this morning to defend the rights of these Indian students, because an injury to one is an injury to all. Thank you. Continue to organise, continue to fight for justice.
We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! We want justice!
Okay, next up, I would like to invite Mike Treen, National Director of Unite Union. Mike, who can talk to you for days and days on justice and social equality. So here we go, Mike.
I promise only a few minutes. I want to talk about what the government can do and what it has done in the past. Just a matter of months ago, a scam was exposed, organised by agents of Filipino workers who had been brought to New Zealand to work on dairy farms across the country, and particularly in Southland, where our finance minister is from, and his brother is a leader of the Federated Farmers, and Federated Farmers intervened and said it wasn't the workers' fault that the scam was brought about. It wasn't the workers' fault that false bank certificates and qualifications were provided. Please allow them to stay, and the government has allowed them to stay. This morning, the what's his name? The awful tertiary education minister, Joyce. That awful creature for whom human beings are simply digits for money to be taken out of, and everyone he deals with, I'm sure he just sees as another being to exploit. Well, Joyce said that it is wrong to give an amnesty to the Indian students because the same thing happened a few years ago with Chinese students and they were sent home. Well, actually, he was lying. For the big majority, I went and Googled it. It wasn't hard. I Googled it this morning. And the scam around the end of 2012 and early 2013 involved the use of bank statements, involved the use of false bank statements, and most of them were given the right to reapply for their visas because it was not deemed to be their fault or responsibility. So you cannot have one law for the Filipinos on the dairy farms, one law for the Chinese students who at that time they were desperate actually, and a different law for the Indian students who have been brought here. This has been a deliberate policy. They knew. They were told that, and Joyce again, the man, I read an interview with him where he's talking about this. They were told by their advisors that if you do not register the agents in India, then there will be scams. If you do not register and put them under control, then there will be illegal activities that occur. He said we cannot register them because we're in competition with Canada and Australia and other countries who do not register them. So he knew, he was well aware that by instituting a system of bringing students here with unregistered agents in India, that the inevitable consequence was going to be an element of fraud. He did it knowingly, and he cannot today say that it's not my responsibility, it's his responsibility, and only his responsibility.
report released by INZ in June this year. They investigated 10 top agents in the city of Hyderabad in India, and 8 out of those 10 were using the fraudulent method for the financial documents, and at least one of those agents was registered. So there you go. You can't just say it's the unofficial or unregistered agents who are doing it. It is the agents that the New Zealand government and INZ knows about. They are doing it. So that means that the government knows what's going on, and they still choose to have double standards and do nothing and punish innocent people who are not actually culprits. They are the victims themselves. Next up, I would like to invite Joe Carolan from Socialist Aotearoa, another organisation that is providing huge solidarity and support for these students. Joe.
Kia ora, and I'm an immigrant as well. I've got similarities with you. I come from a country that begins with I, and its flag is green, white and orange, and we kick the English out. So solidarity from the people of Ireland to the people of India, and we had a hard time here in New Zealand in the 19th century as well. Look, there's an evil system here that needs to be destroyed. An evil system where these students, where these workers are screwed at every stage along the line from when they come to New Zealand to when they leave. First they're ripped off by corrupt agents that the government has no control over. Let's get this clear, right? If there's someone going to be punished out of this, it's not the 41 students here. It's not these people to be deported. If you want to do something, Stephen Joyce, get that agent and put him in jail.
Yeah.
Now the second thing is that the schools that charge these people $25,000 for what? Business studies, Microsoft Word. What are we doing? India is a proud country, a civilized country. There were palaces in India 2,000-3,000 years ago. You've given the world culture, right? These schools are nothing but a machine to further exploit these poor people. $20,000, $25,000, $30,000 for education for 1 year. That's a scam in itself. Someone needs to get in there and regulate that industry. And the final thing is that many of these workers, the government knows that they are going to be forced into low-paid work when they're here. We know about Masala, we know about the restaurants in Dominion Road, go up and down. Yet again the government has MBI inspectorates. What do these people get paid for? When we know that you go down here, go down the street, and there's people on less than minimum wage being exploited. Now that is a system that this government knows full well about. These people are exploited by agents, by schools, and by the employers, and all 3 of those groups back people like this. The National Party is the one who bankrolls people like this. Now Mahatma Gandhi and Bhagat Singh and the Indian independence movement and the Irish independence movement knew that we've got only one weapon against these corrupt parasites, and that is if we get organised. We need to form unions in our workplaces, but also now all the students in Auckland, if you're out there, all the Indian students in Auckland, rise up like Bhagat Singh and form the Indian Students' Union in Auckland, and together we'll go round all these schools, we'll go round all these agents, and we will get justice for you.
We want justice! 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 We want justice!
Now the last thing that we need to think about collectively is the threat of deportation. Deportation is something that these gentlemen over here in blue will do to you as individuals in the dark of night, like they did in the 1970s with Pacific Island workers when they did what was called the Dawn Raids down in Ponsonby. They kicked the doors in of migrants, of Pacific Island workers, and they took them away in the middle of the night and they threw them on a plane. Now we're not going to let this happen. This is a challenge to you, Stephen Joyce, and to the powers of the state. When it comes to ye people facing this threat, you need to take the example of what the people without papers did in France. The migrant workers in France, the sans-papiers, took Chris and took the words of the church, took the words of the people who have faith at value, and they went into the churches, because we have a thing called sanctuary. And if the police force want to come into the gates of a church to deport these people, then that shows us the morality of this government. I would suggest that we need to organise collectively, that no one should be picked off in ones and twos, that we need to come together, we need to find sanctuary for you, you need to stay collective, and we, the unions, we the social movement of New Zealand, need to form a picket line around you that nobody will get through. Welcome to New Zealand. Inchilab Zindabad.
Indeed, Inchilab Zindabad. Words of Comrade Lenin, workers of the world unite. So that's what basically Joe's saying. At least workers of Indian origin here can unite. We have lots of other groups that are united. Power to the people, that's where the power lies, with the people. Next up, I would like to invite General Secretary of First Union, Robert Reid, to have a few words of empowerment and solidarity.
Namaste. It's really good to be here today. Well, not good to be here today, but to join this protest today. One of the philosophers that I follow says, speak softly and carry a big stick. So I'm not going to yell at you. I'm just going to give our solidarity from First Union to what is an appalling situation that Indian students are in. As you'll hear from some of our other people and our organisations that are under First Union for both migrant workers and Indian workers, we have had for some time, more than even what the government and other groups are saying, that this has been happening for 2 years. As you know, it's been going for much longer than that. We caused a bit of a stir when we called it actually educational trafficking, because it is nothing less than human trafficking under the guise of education. So we just today want to bring our solidarity to you, to say that we are with you and are supporting you, and along with the other groups that have spoken today, we will do all we can to get you justice, because you deserve justice and you do not deserve what has happened under the guise of New Zealand's so-called international education industry. Kia ora koutou, we will be with you. Thank you.
Thank you for those words, Robert. Next, I'm going to ask my co-organizer from Migrant Workers Association, Sunny Sehgal, to address you.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you very much for everyone for coming here. My name is Sunny Sehgal, a former international student. I came to this country in 2008. So I'm the one who can, like you guys, I can feel the pain and everything that these workers are, like these students are going through. It's not their mistake. They haven't done anything wrong. They don't have any criminal convictions back in India. There was one document, which is financial undertaken document, which was fake document, given to immigration or submitted to immigration by their agent. Yes, they are the one who signed it, but after signing, what alteration the agent has made on their behalf, they have no idea about it. So all we are asking is justice for these international students. Now I'm I feel very bad that we have 3 MPs in the parliament, including one, which is I'm not sure where she gone. But no action. I want to ask her which side she's on. Is she representing Indian community as a whole in parliament? Or is she representing a bunch of owners and agents who are back in India? She needs to understand clearly, if she will not come in support of these international students, elections are not very far. She will not win. Indian students and Indian community, we are not fool. You have made us fool in the last 3 elections, national government. But this time, you will not win. But on the same time, if you come in support of these workers, Dr. Parmjeet Parmar, I promise you, we will campaign for you. Otherwise, we will kick you out. We will kick you out, and this whole National Party office
will be a real estate office. Shame on you. In solidarity for these workers, when students' rights are under attack, 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 what do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? Shame on you, Parmar, who is not here. You should be here. You are representing our Indian community. Shame on you, Parmar. Shame on you.
Well said, Sunny. Next up, I'm going to invite Mandeep Singh from Indian Migrant Workers Association, as he comes across a lot of people in very dire situations and he feels the pain too. I'll let him explain what he comes across on a daily basis.
Thank you very much. My name is Mandeep. I'm here on behalf of Indian Migrant Workers Association as well as UNIMIC, Union Network of Migrants. We are here to support these Indian students who are going through a really tough situation because of education trafficking. This is becoming a really big problem. We all know the migration is at record levels. And this government is only caring about the money coming in through those students in New Zealand, but not caring about the actual people coming into New Zealand. And these students are the victims of that education trafficking. We need to put a stop to them. And in a couple of weeks, I will be heading to US as well to represent the realities of migrants in Pacific region. So I will be highlighting the issues faced by Indians in New Zealand as well. And this is a perfect example of that. This is a really sad situation, and we are here with you and to provide solidarity. But I think to provide justice, these students who did not do anything wrong, they should be allowed to stay in the country and continue their studies for the purpose they come in to this country. The only person I think should be deported instead of these students is Parmjeet Parmar. And we should all take a stand and continue this campaign to actually highlight these issues and continue to empower workers in New Zealand. But please also remember, in your workplaces, wherever you are working, continue to join their unions, because they will tell you your rights in the workplaces and in any other organization you are working in. Because it's really important to organize and to unite yourself and take a stand for injustice happening to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mandeep. Okay, I would like Dennis Marga to speak to everybody, especially from UNIMIC, because I know Dennis has fought several fights of exploitation, be it construction workers in Christchurch. We've heard about dairy workers, Filipino dairy workers, who were in a similar situation, actually exactly same situation. They weren't students, but they had fraudulent financial documents presented to INZ on their behalf and they did not know about it. Those workers were allowed to stay in New Zealand. So all those things put together, Dennis would be very relevant person to speak in today's forum. Dennis.
Thank you very much, Anu. First of all, I would like to congratulate the Indian community led by Migrant Workers Association for organizing this thing. There are a couple of things that we need to know right now. One is, just few days ago, if ever you watch TV3 or News Hub, one of our major achievements right now is the closure of International Academy of New Zealand, because this school is one of those schools that victimizing international students. Remember, it is really bad, it is really insulting if ever we have a government who is victimizing international students, who is actually targeting our hopes and dreams, because every one of us, we left our country of origin like India and Philippines because we are looking for a decent job. But unfortunately, there are some government like this And there are some scammers in the international trying to exploit the situation by